welcome to the Racing Line Awards 2022. My name is James Brallant and I'm the social media and creator manager on F122. And today we're here to celebrate the greatest things to happen all year in both the 2022 F1 season and of course in F1 22, the official video game from Codemasters and EA Sports. I'm joined by some familiar faces who I know you all love. That's Hayden Gullis, Tom and Dirk Chocolate. How are you doing all tonight, folks?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, the first award of the night goes to the driver who has the biggest driver ratings increase since the launch of F1 2021. Now, driver ratings are actually dynamic stats that change throughout the year based on real-world results, stats, and some expert opinions like David Crofty, Alex Jakes, Anthony Davidson, and me. The only drivers eligible here actually are those that raced in F1 last year, right? So last year. So, for example, not the ones that came in this year, like Guangyu Zhou. What do you guys think about this? Who could have a chance?
Oh, let's go with maybe someone like Fernando Alonso, because you know he came back into the sport in 2021 and then he's had a really good 2 seasons. So I'm gonna go Alonso maybe.
Carlos Sainz. He is so underappreciated as a driver. He's gone from McLaren, and everyone thought he made a mistake going to Ferrari. Goes to Ferrari last season, he did really, really well. This season, I think he's kept on improving, and genuinely, I'm annoyed that he didn't meet up to his potential, but I think driving the way he is now, next season, he could be a really, really, really strong driver next season.
Well, Dirk, after all that explanation, I can tell you he was not nominated. So, those who did get nominated were Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Lando Norris, and Max Verstappen. So, let's take a look and see. We got the golden sealed envelope. I'm going to open it up and see who it's going to be. It's going to be here then.
Drum roll.
No. It is going to be George Russell then. Come on. Well done. George started in F1 2021 actually with a rating of 84. Of course, he was still driving in that Williams seat. And he's moved all the way to 91. Not as good as me, but by the end of F1 22, right? So he is actually representing the highest overall increase of any other driver. Wow. All right, let's go to the most reliable driver. Dirk, take it away.
Okay, so the most reliable driver of F1 22. Now, someone or some guy, girl at Codemasters was given the job of crunching the numbers and working out the in-game statistics and finding out who the most reliable driver in the game is. So this is the driver that had the least retirements in the season, least DNFs. And there's a few contenders to be fair, but I'm interested to find out what you guys think. So who do you reckon? Go on, give me a quick fire round. The most reliable driver you reckon is in the game?
Back-to-back wins, George Russell. He was Mr. Consistency in real life. Surely he's got to be reliable in the game as well.
It depends which fans, are reliable. Let's see. Maybe those drivers that are not as known are more reliable because they have more knowledge, But F1, okay. I don't know.
So I'll tell you the nominees. The nominations, and statistically as well, of the most reliable drivers in the game are Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, Mick Schumacher, and Zhou Guanyu. Now, my little envelope here, I just want to make sure it's the right one actually, hold on. Yeah, my envelope here of the most reliable driver, I'm going to open up now. And this is my first one. I haven't actually done it in the envelope opening practice like the others, so I might mess this up.
This is the longest. The tension is unbearable.
Sorry.
I can't keep it up, dude.
All right, here we go. So the winner is Zhou Guanyu is the most reliable driver on the game.
My.
He has had, he's got 27.43% of his races ended in a DNF retirement. So that's followed by Fernando Alonso, who got 27.5, and Sebastian Vettel, 28.7. So he actually in F1 in the 2022 season as well only had 6 DNFs, and he is tied with the least amount of DNFs in real life as well as the games.
That's the most amount of DNFs. Yeah. He tied. There was a 5-way tie for most DNFs.
Was it the most DNFs?
Yeah, that's the most DNFs. Yeah,
the most reliable driver.
He was the most unreliable driver in real life, but the most reliable driver in the game. So he turned his fortunes around in game when you raced him. That's it.
Hey, balances it out.
All right, Hayden, over to you, mate.
Here we have the most popular My Team teammate. Now, they've given me the simple one because obviously, I clearly don't have the brain. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's whoever you guys at home have been picking as your teammate for My Team. The nominees are Theo Porcher, Jenson Button, Oscar Piastri, and the icon himself, Michael Schumacher. Now, I also have a little envelope with the seal. Pop that open. Let's hope I've got the right card. And the winner is the most popular My Team teammate, Oscar Piastri.
Come on.
Picked 276,000 times by you guys at home. Almost double Porcher, who was in second, and Jenso narrowly behind in third. So Oscar Piastri, very popular My Team teammate, but of course he's going to be driving for McLaren next season, so not going to be that first pick that everyone has. So it's exciting to see who that's going to be next year. But for now, let's head over to the next one, which is going to be most team podiums.
Now, the most team podiums goes to the team that have actually secured the most team podiums in F1 22 when they're used across the game by you. And the nominees actually reflect that, because the nominees are Scuderia Ferrari, Red Bull Racing, Mercedes, and Alpine. So Alpine made it in. But in the end, there could only be one winner. And that winner, let's see the envelope, is going to be, let's open it up right here. It's going to be Scuderia Ferrari. In the end, they might have not had the best car towards the end of the season, but I remember they did have a very good car towards the start of the season. They secured the most podiums, amassing 5.7 million podium finishes in F1 22 in the end. That's crazy. Red Bull with 5.1, so actually quite close in the end, and Mercedes with 4. Now, Ferrari indeed were in the end runners-up in the constructors. But they had, in the end, in real life, 20 podiums between Leclerc and Sainz, which is quite a lot in the end anyway. 1 podium per race almost. So, that was it for the most team podiums. Let's go on to the best win ratio.
Okay, guys, so this is the final award of the in-game statistics, and this award is the best win ratio, and this award is going to go to the driver that has been consistently at the top of the podium in the game. So this is a driver that you guys have been picking in the game, and it's going to be interesting to see who your go-to is that actually does well. So I've got the nominations as follows. So Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Lewis Hamilton. And of course, I have my envelope here, which has the winner in it. So as I open this to find out who the winner is.
Oh, tension builds again.
Come on, come
The envelope.
All right, so the winner of the best win ratio is Max Verstappen.
Ooh.
Love that.
It makes sense now.
It does make sense. He is, two-time world champion already, secured it this season again. He's at the top of his form of his life. But yeah, reigning supreme in the best win ratio. He's picked up 37.6% of the wins on the game. The next person just under him is actually Charles Leclerc, who's 36.6. And then any guesses for a close third? Third most picked?
Is it Lewis Hamilton by any chance?
It's Lewis Hamilton, indeed. Yes, it is. So that is the best win ratio of the year.
So the next 3 awards are all creator related. Now the 4 of us have come together to decide who's worthy to take home these awards. And just to make it fair, sadly, Dirk, Tom, and Hayden, you're not eligible. Sorry, guys.
No, it's manipulated.
Actually,
it's manipulated.
It's fixed.
Now then, for the best F1 22 clip or content, we've got a clip or series of content that made us smile. I actually had to smile because of this one. I mean, I think we all did this one. Literally everyone who went into F1 22 to play, whether you were on controller or wheel, you did this. Now, the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of this one, I'm gonna open the envelope right here. Actually, make it sure I put it the right way. We open it up right here. It's going to be Tiamat Marduk with a heart for his purposing clip. Honestly, everyone, I'm sure, guys, come on. don't lie. You've done it, right? Like, you sit in the flipping thing.
Of course, of course.
We're all doing.
Should we all do it? Should we all do it?
Literally, I remember like I had my headset and I was like, and I just went, oh, I've got a headache now.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they managed to bring those cars home, and you know, with all that porpoising, it was just that thing that it seems like it's been completely forgotten now.
Yeah.
I remember like Lewis literally limping out of his car. It was bad, but it's not in the game.
I feel like it's gonna be something where in like 10 years time you look back and you're like, so did you know 10 years ago at the start of the season we had porpoising? Then you know you're a real Formula 1 fan, you know. Anyhow. Next up, we got the best up-and-coming creator.
Okay, so the up-and-coming creator of the year. Now, this is one that we discussed with everyone quite a bit because there are a lot of creators on the scene. Myself, Tom, and Hayden included. And I think it's worth to mention some special shout-outs. So Matt was on the list. Yana was on the list. Arav is on the list. Like, there were a lot of people that we discussed both on the YouTube and the Twitch scene. But the up-and-coming creator of the year. So this is someone that's new to F122 and has been creating content. Goes out to 2 Twitch streamers, actually. They're a duo, new to the scene, but they've been doing really well in terms of community engagement, the way that they like to be intuitive with how they create content and engage the audience. But these are Infratic and Melanie from Twitch. So congratulations to you two for winning. So these are 2 winners because these guys are always together on Twitch. They're always streaming together. You never see one person stream with the other. They're always in voice chat together. And I thought it was very deserving. Sorry, we thought it was very deserving that they both win this Up and Coming Creator of the Year award. Right, so over to you, Hayden.
Creator of the Year. Now, this one is pretty self-explanatory. This one goes to the best F1 22 creator across Twitch, YouTube, video photographers. Now, we've had some incredible names across the year make some amazing content, but it was actually really difficult to narrow it down to one. But we have got our winner, and he is one of the most recognizable names in F1 22 everywhere, even in F1 esports, because the winner is, open it up, Jarno Opmir is our winner for the creator of the year. He's gained over 1 million total followers across YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, doubling his fan base since last year. So he's going for his 3rd straight title in F1 esports as well. So make sure you guys all check that out on the F1 esports show. But that's it for the Content Creator Awards. Let's see what we've got next.
Now, the final 5 awards are a mix of in-game and real life. Last week, we put up a poll over on the F1 Game Twitter account, so you could decide on some of these awards for yourselves. So the winners here are all voted by you, so don't come crying to us when your favourite hasn't won. We had almost 20,000 votes cast, so Tom, take it away with the first award.
Now, I actually voted as well, also for the on-track moment of the season, which I'll let you know which one that was right now. We've had a lot of moments this season, like Magnussen's sprint pole, True goes Hamilton, Max versus Charles at Jeddah, and Seb versus Kevin in Kota. Now, those 4 were the nominees. Which one do you think was the one that's going to be winning right here? We are going to open up the envelope. Let's see what it is. If I can grab the card. There we go. It is going to be True goes Hamilton. With the iconic commentary line from Crofty. Honestly, I dreamt about this, man.
I dreamt about this.
True goes Tom. Yeah, is that what
exactly.
Right.
It doesn't come out of my mind anymore. It was a crazy moment. Actually won with 39.3% of the vote. So you guys actually almost unanimously agreed that this was the moment of the season. Now let's go to the next one.
Right, guys, so your favorite F1 item of the year. Now, these are part of the items that are introduced and shown to you in the podium pass that you get. And we have some nominations for you guys. So, out of interest, I wonder what your favorite items are. If you can comment those down below, that'd be really good. I want to know what they are. But the nominations for the favorite F1 22 item is the fish lantern helmet, the iconic fish lantern helmet that I'm always talking about.
The best one.
The Lando Norris helmet, which came out. The victory voice line, and the gritty podium emote as well.
Sorry, what's the gritty podium emote? Could you just demonstrate that for me, Dan?
Yeah. You know what? I'll do it. Give me a second. Hold on.
Come on then, boy.
I think it's something like
Let's
something
go.
like that. It's like that. It's like that.
Amazing, beautiful, man.
But the winner of the favorite F122 item is the Lando Norris helmet. Wins that one.
Okay.
An interesting. I thought the fish one would have won that one, but Lando
Fish
Norris
helmet robbed.
I know. There was so much excitement on that one, but Lando Norris had his own special set of items that were designed for the game. So that was obviously the helmet, the car, and there was something else. There was a third one. I can't remember what it was, but he got a whole array based on his helmet. But it was a tight vote. With Lando Norris's helmet in there, and the gritty also taking a close second. But yeah, that was
Has to be first now. Has to be first now.
Gritty?
Yeah, after this performance, has to be first.
100%. Over to the next one.
On to the favourite F1 esports moment of the year. Now, if you don't know what F1 esports is, where have you been? I'm on the show. Come and watch it. You've still got one event left to go on the 14th, 15th and 16th of December. You can catch the final event there. But it is the elite of online racing on F1 22, where we have over 20 of the best sim racers taking part in the championship, driving for the real Formula One teams, battling it out for a share of $750,000. So you don't want to miss that. But there's been a lot of great iconic moments in the F1 esports so far. And the nominees are the four-way battle at Kota, Ronhar's maiden win, Borman's maiden win, and lap 21 at Bahrain. But the winner for the favourite F1 esports moment of the year has to go to
Can only be one.
the four-way battle at Kota. Excuse the handwriting. But sensational, absolutely amazing. Right on the last lap, we had a battle between Otmir, Ronhar, Borman, and also, I can't remember who the other one was, but it was a four-way battle. And it won with 75% of the vote. So an absolute landslide. Remember, you can check out the finale of the F1 Esports Series on the 14th, 15th, 16th of December on YouTube, Twitch, and I believe also on Sky Sports F1.
Now for the next one, we have the favorite one of livery, and the penultimate award of this one goes to the team whose one of livery was the best, the most beautiful. And there were a couple that were actually very beautiful, like the Ferrari's Giallo Moderna. Oh, I can't even say it. Giallo Modena. There we go.
Bless you.
I'm not Italian, you can definitely notice. McLaren's Future Mode, Alfa Romeo's Baku livery, and Audi's 2026 concept. Now, the winner of this one, let's open up the infamous envelope right here, is going to be... Let's see, it is the Ferrari's Giallo. Oh, I have to say it again. No, Giallo's Modena. There you go. Which of course had that beautiful yellow spark at the rear as well. I really like that livery. It won actually with 36.5% of the vote, ahead of the Audi 2026 concept, which was like fire, right? Like super, like crazy colors. How cool would it actually be if the Audi 2026 livery concept would be added to the game?
Really cool. Pretty cool. That would be good.
Yeah, would be pretty cool. All right, let's go to the next one.
Right, guys, the final award of the evening is the Race of the Year. Now, this season, we've been absolutely blessed with some brilliant racing. The cars have been developed in such a way to bring closer racing. They've done their jobs in a great way. And the nominations this year for that you guys have voted for the best race of the year are the Bahrain Grand Prix, where we saw Max and Charles battling back and forth. Brilliant race. The British Grand Prix that gave us Thoroughgoers Hamilton. Brazilian Grand Prix that's just been had. That was a brilliant race, you know. Magnussen getting pole, the Singapore Grand Prix, which was a wet race, absolute brilliant races, but there can only be one race that has won this award, and that is, according to my trusty envelope, the one that you guys have voted for is the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I see. That was a good race.
Banger race. Personally, I thought the British Grand Prix was going to win this. I remember voting for this as well, but nope. The Brazilian Grand Prix took the win. Saw George Russell get his first win of the season in the Mercedes. Mercedes coming out with a 1-2. Kevin Magnussen getting a pole in qualifying. And also Charles Leclerc getting that absolutely brilliant drive from the back. A lot of drama, you know, Ricciardo having issues, Lewis and Max coming into contact, but yeah, absolute edge of the seat racing. But it won it by just 2% of the vote over the British Grand Prix. So best race of the season, on to you guys.
Okay, so that is all we've got time for. A massive thank you to Tom, Hayden, and of course Dirk for helping me host these awards. And a brilliant job that you did on the racing line this year. Hopefully we can come back next year as well. I'm welcoming you back next year. But also a huge thank you to you for watching and playing F1 22. F1 22 has been the biggest and best F1 game to date. And your support after playing year after year is what makes that possible. If you haven't picked up F1 22 yet, whether you're a beginner or a sim racing veteran, it's the perfect place to jump in and create your own award-winning racing moments. Give it a go on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. And don't forget to follow us on social media as well. We'll have all the links down in the description below. Folks, anything you want to say before we head off?
Just for me, a massive thank you for letting us just host the show and play about with it. Yeah, as I said, we've been playing for a long time, create content around it. So to host this has been a privilege, especially with these boys as well.
Boring. Play F122, man. Play it.
Come race against us. Come play us on F122.
See you on the track, folks.
See you soon.
See ya.